Okay, good evening. This is Jupiter Exile, and we're live with Dark Souls 2. Just make sure I got everything all loaded up correctly. Okay, looking good. Alright, we're going to be continuing in Broom Tower, making attempts on the Fume Knight. The 29-hour mark. We're 7 hours further in Dark Souls 2 than it took us to do the entirety of the Dark Souls 1 SL1. Huh. Oh, looks like I'm missing some HP. I don't know why. No, resting at a bonfire doesn't fill out your HP? Sure, whatever. Oh, no, I've got a visual glitch of some kind? Okay, weird. Anywho, nothing for it but to get into it. This is our level 1 run, where we are not allowed to level up. We've got the Flynn's Ring, the Simpleton Ring, the Dragon Ring, and the Ring of the Embedded. We've got a Battle Axe, a Vessel Shield, Kale's Helm, and the Peasant Garb. Up against the Fume Knight. Huh. I don't remember if he's done that in these attempts. I didn't realize he could do 2 swings with that. Okay, visual bug is gone. Health bar looks the way it should. I don't know what was up with that. So in Dark Souls 2, as opposed to Dark Souls 1, every time you die, you lose a bit of max health. You can fix that with a consumable, but I'm not consuming those right now, because this guy pretty much one-shots me anyway, so why bother? Oh, I got caught on his leg. That's a death. We gonna die a lot. Alright. It's high time I hit the groove. Started showing this guy what for. Wow, okay. Ugh. That was just bad. Okay, I'm distinctly out of the groove. That's better. A little further away from the wall, please. I haven't seen him do that in Phase 1 the whole time. He might have a slightly different moveset while the sword is glowing red. After a big sword swing, I can heal. I got a buffer dodge to come out there. Thank you for the encouragement. I need your energy. Yeah, I made an unusual choice there, dodging to the left while he's taking the short sword swings. I don't usually do that. That's not part of the plan. I just started doing it for no reason. My dodge didn't come out, and I don't know why. I probably hit the button too early. I'm assuming I was still in cooldown for my swing. Yeah, I was probably hitting the button too early. That was probably out of range, and I didn't need to do what I did. Okay, from that stance, I just gotta wait. That was way too early. I made several assumptions about what he was going to do, and they were wrong. I might have been able to just walk to the left and get away from that, but I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't keep walking far enough. I paused. If I kept walking left, that would have missed. Yeah, it's a really tough fight if you have to not take a hit. But in the even if I use the effigy, it only changes up the first phase. In the second phase, even if I have absolutely full health, the attacks that kill me basically still kill me, and there's not really a good opportunity to heal. So it's just one of those fights that you have to do the right way. There's nothing else for it. There are some healing opportunities during the first phase, and a lot of attacks during the first phase. If he hits you with the little sword, it doesn't kill. That's a little dicey. There we go. I get the heal on that. Whew! Barely. Ow. That's a heal. That's damage. That was a safe time for me to take a swing, I just didn't. Oh, he did the double swing again. I've only seen him do that twice in all the fights I've done with him, but he did it twice here. So I guess if he goes from longsword into big sword, he has a third attack on that string in the first phase. News to me. Gotta start getting these into phase 2. That was a little early, but the direction was correct, so it's fine. Need stamina back. Okay, I waited too long to swing. You can only get 2 hits in on that opening if you're very fast about it. But I do need to wait to check to see if he's going to do an overhead swing, so it's 601. But yeah, the window is very, very tight to get in 2 hits. I'm trying to quickly get through the phase. The shorter the fight, the fewer, like, harrowing dodges I have to make, so sometimes it's worth it to try and get in that extra bit of damage. If I do it correctly, it's not a risk, it's a calculation. I thought I had it that time for the 2 hits. I probably need to switch my punish on that from 2 hits into just 1 heavy hit. I don't know. I'll think about it. I think light heavy might actually be faster than light light, but I'm not sure. That is a question for some like frame data people. And I don't think anybody's necessarily studying the frame data of the Dark Souls 2 Battle Axe. Yeah, I just need to be doing 1 swing if his sword is high. Stamina back. That's a drink. I went for the heavy because I thought he would switch to phase transition, because he's at 50%. Him going into the light string, I didn't have enough stamina to defend against it. Like, I just didn't have the stamina to actually make those dodges. Because I thought I would be pushing the phase. And I do not have the room for Chloranthy in this build. Either as a ring, or as whatever shield gives it in DS2, because the shield on my back is giving me a lot of stats. Okay, so I can't rely on a phase push at 50% health. That's just not how his AI works. I very seldomly get the longsword get off me attack. It's a very low stamina moment. Okay, we're good. That was way too early. He happened to miss. There's the phase change. This time it was an early phase change. I was a little late on the reaction to left dodge on that. Early phase switch. Just after he did a late phase switch. I really don't know how his phase switch AI actually works. I think it's just like, once he's below a certain threshold, it's a thing he can decide to do, and he gets like more persistent about making sure he does it if his HP drops lower, I think. It's probably like a sliding scale AI choice to phase swap. So usually, if he's at 60% like he was there, he won't phase swap unless you kind of leave him alone. Like, you have to be taking distance. Gotcha. I held on the button too long. Didn't get a dodge. Yeah, that's the opening where I can only get the basic attack off. It's on the standard combo opening. This one I can get 2 attacks off every time. Too early again. Yeah, I got a little panicky after I got hit by the longsword there. And I like tried to rein it in, but I didn't have the timing right. Okay, I'm gonna do one more attempt at this amount of health, and then I'm gonna use, what's it called? A human effigy, and see how it changes things up for me. Just to maybe take it easy for a round or two. Wait for stamina. That was better. Aha, that was perfect. About to say, like, famous last words, right? Stagger. Alright. I didn't take advantage of it, though. I don't think there's anything terribly meaningful I can do with staggering him. That felt very dangerous, because it is. Everything is. I would feel better if he would just do the charge attack more often, like the charging stab. Are you angry? It's a great time to die. Like, just choke and die. I could do that right now. Got him! Woo! No human effigies required. Gives us the crown of the old Iron King. And we're theoretically done with the Iron King DLC, but we've got 2 bosses left here. We are probably going to come back for the both of them later. Because if we can collect all the crowns, we'll no longer have to be concerned about hollowing in this run. I am going to run over here and grab this soul. And then we're going to go ahead and use the feather to go back to the last bonfire, and I am going to travel over to Vengarl and buy some stuff. Actually, do I want to shop at Vengarl or somebody else? Okay, let's see. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is either fight the Ancient Dragon or a bunch of stuff in LAM Lois. I could get more charcoal pine resin. Let me get more charcoal pine resin. Whew. Okay. That's going to get clipped. And it's going up on the micro up on the One Bros subreddit. There is a subreddit dedicated to just this challenge across all of the Dark Souls games. You don't get a whole lot of attention for the runs that are just like this run, which doesn't have many additional stuff. There are some people who are doing like new game plus a dozen, all this crazy stuff. I can't be bothered with that. I could buy the Rain set if I wanted. I don't. I'm just here for this. Let's get at least 20, maybe 30. Get 30 of that.
Cheers.
And then we will use this. And where are we going? Yeah, I'm gonna go see the other guy. He'd be off of Ruined Fork Road, and I need to go into the cloudy area and hook a left. I'm gonna go see Vengarl's head, because of all people, he's the vendor for golden pine resin in this game. Go, just because, I guess. Buy that before this random guy tries to kill me. Oh yeah, I've watched Happy Souls. It's great. Dunna dunna dunna. Lightning. You want to sign a pact with the abyss? It's amazing. Let's see. So basically I can go to Dragon Shrine and start with attempts on Ancient Dragon, which is an obnoxious fight. I could run attempts on Blue Smelter Demon, technically, but I think it's not worth it right now. So really, honestly, what we should be doing is just runs of Elam Lois to get the rest of that place mapped out. Cause it's easy, and it does a lot of damage. Anytime, like, I know if it's me, Coal Miner, whoever else, it's always like, if anybody says it's easy, we always follow up with, and it does a lot of damage, just because it's ingrained in us. It's that we say that, and the other thing we say a lot is super easy, barely an inconvenience, from what's it called? That one guy. This stuff. Shoot, it's failing me. Pitch Meeting, from Pitch Meetings on YouTube. If you haven't seen Pitch Meetings, they're hilarious. Okay, here we're gonna use an effigy. There's a lot of guys to cut through, and I want to have my health. So I need to be thorough, so we're gonna go through this stretch and kill everything, which we have not been doing for a long time. You can see that some of the guys that are supposed to be here are not spawning, because we killed them a lot. Flunk. Wait, are you dead? Okay. Now for you. Oh. Okay, he was real eager to get backstabbed, I guess. It was really going to make his day. And here we have our good old friends, Several Dogs. I didn't mean to make that a leap. There we go. It's always difficult to, like, get the dogs. Okay, and through here, I believe we have one of these gals. So we'll cut her down, and I think there might be one of those over here as well. Oh, whiff. Okay, Ow. Yeah, those guys are aggroed even from that far back. And we're going to make it a little easier on ourselves. Equip the charcoal pine resin. Okay, so even with charcoal pine, these dudes are about 3 hits. They're 3 lights with charcoal pine. So light, heavy, heavy will do it for the healthy ones. So super touch and go. Okay, good. It's always sketch with the spear wielders. I just don't have a coherent game plan against them. Take you out. him out. And the guy around the corner didn't aggro. Okay. So we can go down the elevator to, like, Death Town. That place is awful. But I'm going to check up here first. Okay, so light, light, heavy, heavy will kill them if I don't have the buff on. And then in this room we've got the, like, several guys. Pine resin again. We've got the dog here to worry about. I forget how few targets I can bring in here at once. Let me try a firebomb. A better firebomb. A much better firebomb. Okay. Yeah, half of them are throwing stuff. One down. Whew. Got him. Okay, so now we've just got the dog and that guy. I think the dog is going to come all the way over here, right? There we go. Oh, that actually took 3 shots. Alright, well, it's done. Okay, so that. This is a Scholar. Ah! Don't you be coming out of nowhere? Yeah, so we're trying to run at all bosses. So we've got the, what's it called? We've got all the DLC to take care of, and I still need to go back and take out the Dark Lurker. Oh, right, there's an ice guy up here. These guys actually have, like, really simple patterns. Most of their stuff is just these broad Nowheresville swings. And I don't think any of the 3 of these are mimics. So we're clear to actually get loot for once. But I don't think any of this is important. Nice. Yeah, Dark Lurker is pretty frustrating on SL1 because every time you fail to kill him, you need to redo one of the segments. You can pick which of the, like, dark voids you want to go do, but you have to redo something. Yeah, don't jump off there, it's a bad idea. So, and I can get to the phase where he splits up pretty routinely, but once he's split into 2, the fight becomes pretty chaotic. I don't really have a chance to buff, like, in anticipation of that either. I think that if I could manage to get the time up to buff, I might be able to, like, burn him down, but I don't know. It's tough. It's just tough. I'm not sure if the damage he does is spell or dark. Like, it might be possible for me to... okay, both of these guys are going to be aggroed. Not dead. Alright. There we go. This is why we buy a lot of charcoal pine resin. I am super glad that didn't hit me, because I thought it wouldn't hit me, and then it didn't. Makes me feel super cool. Okay, that should be all the chaff. Okay, so that is the way down to the bonfire. Where does this this even lead? Shoot, I like don't even remember this. It's probably a bad sign. What the heck? Does this require a torch? He does a lot of fire damage? Oh yeah, that's right. He does throw giant fireballs. Man, I don't even remember this segment. Is this the bit with like the extra covetous demon? Oh hey, there's a thing here. Bone Fist. Okay. So there's a lot of these gals. If they get aggroed, this will actually be a huge bother. Man, the walk to get over here was pretty extreme. Oh, we've got a Flexile Sentry. Okay. Man, haven't seen you in a minute. I think Aromatic is the usual answer for him, but I might want to check out my other options first. Let me check out this other passageway. So I gotta kill a lot of guys to get over here. What does this message say? Try torch and then key ahead. Okay, sure. So this is the other segment over here I haven't checked on. Yeah, okay. And then over here, we've got... people online with their humor. And then over here, I think this is just like a couple of items, right? Yeah, there was just a little bit of loot over here that I already grabbed. So that's fine. We'll ignore that. Okay, so I gotta take on a Flexile Sentry. Yep, torch, thank you. I am probably just gonna, like, scummy hit and run this whole thing. I mean, there's no reason to do anything else. I think magic damage is better against this guy, but I have honestly no idea. Actually, he's kind of lizard-like. It's probably lightning damage that works best. Because Flexile Sentries are lizards, of course. Okay, I have bigger openings than that. Ow. Bigger openings, but not a ton of stamina, and if he hits me in a combo, I might just die. That being said, like... I think I got him here. That's all she wrote. Okay, and he's just there just because. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. And there's another Flexile Sentry and another item, and that's the only purpose for this offshoot. But I get 2 human effigies out of the deal. We're not going to fight a second Flexile Sentry for no reason. I'm sure there's like a weird lore reason for that to be there. Okay, but with that, we've checked out all of that stuff, and now we no longer have a reason to use the first bonfire for LA Amloys, so we'll just heal up at the second bonfire. Actually, no, we still do have a reason to use the first bonfire for the elevator down to get to the like lower area, which I think is actually where I need to be pressing for content. So let's take that run again and hit the elevator. Now, for that elevator, I think I can just mad dash it. What will try to kill me when I'm manipulating the elevator? I think it's actually fine. Yeah, I think from what like my loose recollection, I think the Flexile Sentries, like most anything else that is draconic, is a failure of Aldia's experiments. I don't know why that ties them to Eleam Lois, however. What I know of the lore for Eleam Lois is that it was frozen to try and contain the spread of chaos. Like the good old chaos flame. Oh, you come back over here and get backstabbed. There we go. That's enough out of you. And I know the Ivory King descended into the chaos to try to fight it back, but eventually himself succumbed. And it was the Queen who ultimately sealed the place in ice. So much lore. He's just trying to tell us the lore. Okay, I think I want to kill this one. Oh wait, this item wasn't here before. Okay, got it. Now I just gotta hope the elevator gets here before dudes rush in to kill me. If they know to come into the elevator room. They don't like coming in the elevator room, so we're cool. We're cool. I am going to send this elevator back up, because I'm going to give it, like, probably 60-40 odds that I die very shortly after stepping out of this elevator room. Very good chance. Quite strong. Okay, so we sent that back up. We want to avoid the porcupines on pain of death. Avoid porcupines. Avoid. There are a lot of god dang porcupines. We're dead. Oh my god. Doesn't open from this side. I hate these things so much. Okay, that's right. I'm running for that ladder. I genuinely couldn't remember. Sugar. Oh. They're just giant sugar cookie. On discount because it was broken. I couldn't resist. I have an incorrigible sweet tooth. Yeah, Elaeum Lois is like the biggest, coolest DLC. Pun not intended, but pun accepted. I cannot remember where everything is here. So much stuff. Ow. Take that. So in terms of the SL1 run, my goal is, if I can beat the Ivory King and get that crown, and then I'll have to kill Vendrick. Then I can work on the rest of the bosses while I'm immune to hollowing from wearing the crowns. Because once you have all 4 crowns, you're immune to hollowing and your maximum health doesn't go down anymore. And running through this segment just totally works. Whew. I usually and mostly dodge that one on sound. Good thing I sent down the elevator. Okay, so it's a mad dash for that ladder. I'm actually gonna try eating a green blossom. Ow. Okay, so I just gotta hug this wall on the right. Thankfully, we don't care about our souls, and we never will. Ow. No. Let me climb. Right. Here we get spells everywhere. All sorts of nonsense. The spellcasters are hard to kill. We've still got porcupines. And then there's you. You're a jerk. Now he's gonna run off and do like a tricky thing. And this guy's still here. Okay. Oh man, we got cursed by something. We're like slowed down by one of the dark spells from the Hexer. Okay, that being said, I opened the door, right? So, can I just jump down anyway? I'm being a silly Billy. Okay, so this is the cave structure where I think the Covetous Demon is hanging out. And I don't know if Hexer Nikolai will follow me down in here, but I know that, like, White Knight stupid Lance Bro will. He will gladly interfere with this stupid fight. There he is. Look at him, being all smug. Dirty. Watch me poke you with a giant weapon. And then he emotes. This dude's the worst. Huh. Oh, right. I forgot we're making this run all the way from the outer wall. Shoot. I feel like there's some other places I could be looking at, but... I'm pretty sure, though, that if I make it to the end of this thing, there's one of the Lois Knights. I have not freed any of the Lois Knights yet. And at SL1, freeing them is an absolute hard requirement for beating the Ivory King. I mean, I think it's a requirement for beating them casually, too. Like, even a leveled up character, you're going to have a tough time if you have anything less than... you could maybe get there with 2 Lois Knights. Ah, cool. Those guys aren't going to show up anymore. It'll be a faster run. I can't help but feel like there's a shortcut I'm missing. I got hit by the dog, whatever. Quick coffee break. So the thing is, though, if we just take the run straight and we don't, like, go up or down anything, I think we might be able to avoid the invader. Ooh, that's dicey. Thank goodness for the Simpleton Ring. Yeah, if not for that, like, I could run back and go get another Sea of a Treat of Giants. You're just only allowed to carry, like, one of those at a time. And I don't have one right now. Got some Smelter Wedges. A couple of them. Well, that's another thing. I could also, like, technically make attempts at Elan. I have access to him. But I don't really want to bother with Elan just yet, because I remember the boss run to Elan is absolutely miserable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hexer Nikolai won't follow me down here. And the other guy, I don't think will be summoned if I don't go up the ladder. So there is a chest up there that I'm giving up on, but that chest is incredibly hard to get. I don't think this guy has any attacks that the I don't think he has anything extra over the original Covetous Demon. He's just like stocky. Okay, no, he's gonna cough up stuff. I think the original Covetous Demon might cough up poison, I don't know. I'm just gonna loot your cave. That's cool. Actually, I think I might just move through your cave. Be wary of lesser foe! That's so much more dangerous than the big fat guy. Ha. That thing is huge and therefore harmless. These tiny porcupines will ruin my career. Ha! It just says dash. It's not wrong. Oh my god, I've still got porcupines following me. These things are so awful! Just being near them hurts. Like, basically, if I'm in swing range, I'm gonna take damage from them. Like, in the range I need to be in to swing. I know what I need to do. I need to try fighting them with a rapier. So, let's make some adjustments. The Simpleton's Ring is not important here, so we'll swap it for the Dexterity Ring, and we'll swap the Battle Axe out for the rapier. Okay. Okay, yeah, the rapier's not the one that does the other attack like that. I'm trying to remember. Is there anything else around here that I can actually equip? I could almost equip that, I think? What's my actual dex right now? It's 17. Close. I actually think that one of these crowns... Okay, no. The Kale's Helm is the one that gets me the most dexterity. The Crown of the Sunken King gets me some other stats, but it doesn't really, like, add up, ultimately. Yeah, oops. I meant to stick with Kale's Helm. Keep thinking there are other, like, weapon options. Actually, what's my current strength? Okay, I could actually wield an ice rapier in two hands, so that might be worth thinking about. It's got a bleed component. I still have access to the Morning Star in case I wanted to try bleeding something out. So that is a thought. Can't use large club. It's no go. I can also technically wield a Cestus. A Cestus is a an SL1 viable weapon once you get late enough to have the baseline strength. Once you have the Vessel Shield, you have the option of using the Cestus if you want to. But even a +8 Cestus has like 80 base damage. The Cestus is all about the scaling damage, because you have an A scaling on the Cestus for strength, and I think it also has an A scaling with strength and a B scaling with dex. So you need both of those to be pretty high for the weapon to pay off. But it can pay off. You can totally do a Cestus run, and it's fun. It's a fun weapon to use. You can still parry with it out in Dark Souls 2. You can parry with it out in Dark Souls 3 as well, I think. I think with it in offhand, maybe. Oh yeah, it won't lock onto them while they're inactive like that. So yeah, the rapier is pretty solid. The only trick about it, or problem with it, is it actually has very, very low durability. Now, I have also unequipped the, oh, I thought I had the right run pattern to avoid all those, but I guess not. I've also unequipped the Simpleton's Ring, so my dodge is going to be a little worse. I think usually that's not going to matter while I'm evading porcupines. I'm going to eat this beforehand in case I take some damage. That it might get fixed. Yep, we're restoring it. Oh man, that little rat there actually committed to a basic attack. I forget that's even a thing they do. Okay, yeah, that Elizabeth mushroom was actually was still active. I think is actually still active now. Cook. We didn't die. And we have plenty of time to drink against this dude, so it's fine. And I'm just gonna leave. Excuse me. I don't think he drops anything crazy, so killing him is not gonna be worth it, like, ever. If I get hit by 2 of those attacks, I will be dead. And sometimes they double hit. I hate those things so much. Okay, that's where I would need to make the mad dash. What is over here? Is this a shortcut? Oh my god, please. Please be a shortcut to anywhere. Okay, yes. It is kind of a shortcut. It's a shortcut, but it's in another area with porcupines, so, you know. Grain of salt shortcut. Okay, I see why it's listed as take a mad dash. What an unimportant item for me to risk my life for. Elevator! Woo! Yeah, I remember running through that place before as well, the last time I did this, several years back. Okay, I think this puts me on the other side of the bridge. Try ranged battle. Okay, nope, can't. So, try attacking in short boulder. Okay, there's one of the other things there. Oh, I see. That's right, that's right. I remember what it's talking about. There's actually like a snowball that you can start rolling down from here. It's pretty hilarious. You suck. Why are you here too? Whew! Why are there still these little chipmunks everywhere? Please open up. Please let me open that without dying. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, he's made it. I can die peacefully. Whew. Okay, so I made that run and got that guy. Which is across the opposite bridge, through that way, and that other stuff, and blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, that's one. Okay. I remember I was taking a run, I think from this location before, and I stopped, like, huh. I died, like, right before Aloy's Knight doing this before. This looks so much like there would be a secret door here. There is not. It's like secret door fraud. Yep. You make that leaping attack all day long. Alright, this just leads out here. Or down there. I think it might have been down here. I know there are dogs down here, and I think that guy might want to shoot spells at me, but I'm just going to deal with it. Ow. Okay, kill you, tuck off to the side to make sure nobody else is on me at the moment. Backstab. We can take him out now. Rampart Golem armor. Ah, that's what they're called. They're called Rampart Golems. Okay, so now I have to try to not get killed by these dogs. Okay, the dogs back there are aggroed. Rapier. It's pretty good. Cool. Better than expected. There's a dog behind this set of boxes just to mess with you. Need stamina back. Pierced. Okay, I think... I don't remember where this goes, or if I've ridden it before. I'm gonna ride it real quick just to see if it connects to something familiar. Okay, cool. So now I have another way to get here. Because that is back where I got the Priestess's Eye. Okay. I think I loosely remember running into a bunch of stuff on this run. Ah, that's right. It's not a bunch of stuff, it's just one caster. But it's one actual, like, PvP fight caster. I can get her in close, at least. If you would just let me backstab you, that would be better for everybody. Please. Please be dead. Oh, very good, very good. Okay. I was worried she might, like, get up and almost instantly cast a spell or something super nasty. Human effigy collected. Okay. Yeah, so last time I ran into her, the invader showed up, and I was like, maybe I can just blitz it. And the answer to that is a resounding no. No! You jerk. That's like the one attack from these guys that I can't really reliably avoid. I think that particular thrusting attack is actually like a grab. Like, they'll impale you and mess you up. Cool. That gets us a second Lois Knight. Our armor set does look pretty cool. Go back to this and the Simpleton Ring. Alright. So then 2 down. They're always in these kind of setups with the, like the circle there. So you can kind of identify from far away the locations you need to get to, which I think is a super cool aspect of this whole thing. Like, that up there, I think, is a third one. I think that's connected to the inner wall. Possibly using a hidden door. No, wait, that's just where Ava hangs out. So that's not correct. I don't remember if one of these is, like, lower. Yeah, this is in the low poly section. I remember when I was first exploring Lois, and I couldn't find some stuff, and I was actually able to tell what I was missing by looking out and saying, like, where have I not been able to get to? There it is. It's connected to this, so it has to be somewhere around here, and then it was a secret door. That was so cool. That's like reinforcing the agency of exploration. All the layouts and maps are not arbitrary, they are specific. Okay, I need to remember where that room is that had all the chests and the one mimic. And also, that one kind of hallway room thingamajig that has all the golems. I think it's over this way, along the inner wall. Might die here. I forget why I wanted to wake up the golem. In retrospect, that was a bad idea. I don't know why I did it. But this is definitely the area where I need to push for more. Oh. Yeah, there's a shitload of unfrozen stuff around here. Bogged down in there for a bit. Yeah, I used too much stamina, which I felt was definitely a possible danger, but, you know, I went with it. Ow. Yeah, this room and the next is the most harrying part of LAM Lois. Not harrying, harrowing. Yeah, you just got an absolute truckload of guys. And half the guys you kill are going to wake up golems. Because they're not going to move away from the place where they wake up golems. And everything in this section, all of the, like, Lois soldiers have ranged and melee attacking options. That caster there hit me with a soul dart at the end of my roll. Super bummer. Yeah, there's this room, and then like another couple rooms in, there's a room that's kind of similar, where it's also got just a heck of a lot of guys, a couple of golems, and a lot of treasure. I'm gonna stop buffing, because it's not helping. Oh, come on. So this is their aggro limit. Loosely. I'm like, this is their aggro limit, and then that guy steps just a little further forward. I'm like, no, no, you don't understand. I need you to not do exactly that. Exactly that thing is forbidden. Need to be exceedingly careful here. Cool. Okay, with that done, we've got just the golem. I think the attack pattern for these things is not that crazy, if I remember right. Whew. I don't remember, like... I don't really remember what they can do. Looks like they have a turnaround attack. That's noteworthy. They don't have a ranged attack, and honestly, I don't actually need to worry about anything that lacks a ranged attack. So we'll open these up. Yeah, 3 Twinkling Titanite, Petrified Dragon Bones. If I can get... That's a Mimic and I'm dead. God dang it. Okay. Now, just because it's a Mimic doesn't mean it does not mean it lacks items. So now we gotta clear the room again. Deal with that Mimic. I hate Dark Souls 2 Mimics, man. I don't know if there's a telegraph for them. If there is, I don't know what it is. It's like Dark Souls 1. You'll be going through the whole game just like calling out all the mimics. Just like, oh yeah, that's a mimic. That's a much cleaner start on this room. Ow. fall off? Cool. Thanks. Honestly, so long as we take out the Spear Knight, the rest of this room is quite manageable. Oh, we killed something close enough to wake up the other golem. The room is no longer manageable. I was like, ooh, that's gonna get to us. That's that might be an ouchie. Okay, I got distracted because I wanted to look at the Mimic and tell what made it different. I think the Mimics have latches on the front, and I think the regular metal chests don't. So the next time I look at a big old room of stuff with a whole lot of chests, I'll compare them and see if that holds up. Wait, why didn't 2 hits kill you there? They normally get killed by 2 hits. Ah, I got greedy. Stuck around too long thinking I can do it. I could not do it. Blech. Sometimes I wonder if I could get trolled harder by some of these, like, setups. Okay, that actually worked out really well for me. He didn't actually stab me mid-heal. Shit. When my third attack fell short, I knew I was screwed. Because I was trying to use the Golem's wake-up time to set that up. And, I did not quite have that much time to work with. Okay. Oh, hey, we have a newcomer. Thanks for stopping in. Care about that. Big poise bros. Whew. Barely survived that, but we living. Alright, so now I've just got the one caster, the one extra thing, and the golem's up. Okay, I'm gonna use an effigy. This is a little sketch. And let's just go to the 9s for it. There we go. Okay, now we can just kind of leisurely kill the golem. Hey, buddy. Yeah, just do an attack. Oh, come on. Oh, for a moment I thought he hit me with that. Now I think this will wake up the other golem because of the positioning. Yeah, we'll take out the other golem, it's fine. Yada da 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 da. Oh, that actually attacked me. So did that one. Alright. Alright. Since we know that this one's a mimic, I'll pull out Lloyd's Talismans. Lloyd's Talismans, for reasons I don't understand, put mimics to sleep. And you can loot them. He's got the Symbol of Avarice. The Symbol of Avarice is the mimic head hat thingamajig. While wearing it, you have higher item discovery, but you, what's it called? Higher item discovery, but you slowly take damage. Okay, okay. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight this Dark Spirit. Pretty much seriously. I'm assuming he's going to come down here, but he could be a jerk and not. Is he the type who wants to stick around somewhere? I don't know where he actually is. Okay, good. We got some other dudes to wake up so we can take them out. I'm not sure if that guy's willing to come down the stairs or not. Okay, cool. Okay. We're gonna back off and heal up. This is a really long segment that does not reward us for taking many risks. Unlike everything else, where our goal is just basically blitz it down if it exists. So, these golems, as can be seen, are all crowding around one treasure chest. You can't really get at the treasure chest without waking up some golems. And since you have to wake up a golem, and they're kind of like clustered in this room, you're basically going to wake up all of them. Okay, I'm super glad that is not actually connecting, but it is very distressing to watch it barely not connect. Need to make sure I'm, like, still aware of wherever this Holy Knight actually is. I want to get life stones back on the bar. Yeah, there we go. Actually, if we run up on this chest now, is it open from this side? It doesn't open from this side, that's right. So we actually have to wake up all three of them. Or at least we have, yeah, because we won't be able to stand quite in front of it if we don't. I believe this is most effective against stone creatures. On the upside, since we lured everything else down, we don't have to fight more than one of these at a time. If you kill everything, like, up in this room where it spawns, you can wind up having to fight all three of these golems at once. At SL1, it's pretty much not feasible. Left. Oh no, we might have been able to open it with just the two golem fights. there's that. Completely forget what we have in here. The curved Nil Greatsword. I don't believe we can equip that, so, you know, whatever. Mimicry. Oh, that's right. One of these things is not like the other, because this is the guy who pretends to be a barrel. I do think it's cute that there is an invader in the game who uses the camouflage effect. Or I think it's a spell in this one. I don't remember if there's an item for it, or like where that item is. Okay. Okay, I did lure this guy. I think there is like a chest with a nice item at the end of that hallway, I think. We are not going to kill this gal. Okay, so it's saying there's an illusory wall. I don't know if that's true. I don't necessarily believe that. Open this up. That makes 3 Lois Knights. And then through here. Yeah, here we've got blocked traversal because there is a, what's it called? Here we've got blocked traversal because we're being invaded right now, technically. There is an invader active, so we're not allowed to go through there. Couple flame butterflies. That is like just leading us down, I think. Great hiding place. I'm not sure if that puts us anywhere actually new. I think that's just dropping us back somewhere where we were before. It is not. That is actually somewhere new. So here we have the option of killing you, which will wake up this golem. If I just need to check the space behind the golem for whether or not there's an illusory wall, I'm just going to lure him forward a bit, check the wall, to see if that person with the message is lying or not. Most of the time they are. Nope, that actually kind of snagged me. Whatever, that's fine. Just going to check. Yep, liar. Cool, moving on. I am definitely not going to take the time to fight that golem. That is a lot of extra work. There. I would rather not fight these guys, I don't think. We got into the invulnerable part of the opening sequence. Got it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the life gems do take a while to kick in. Alright, so we cleared out most of that area. We got our 3rd Lois Knight. I believe we need to have 4 of them in order to, like, make good on this whole area. So I think we're actually at the point where we can move between bonfires. Unless there was something over there? I don't think so. Well, you know what? I'm gonna check, and we're gonna just dash through some stuff so we can take a quick look. Ow. So we're just gonna head in the direction of where that invader is, because that is a spot I haven't checked on yet. Should be up through here. Yep, there is him transforming, so we're gonna ignore that, move on over here. This puts this up here. Okay, right, and that just drops us back off at Ava, so that's not important. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to this bonfire. Okay, so with 3 Lois Knights, I need to remember where I can check for the 4th, loosely. Right, can't use the bonfire because there's this guy over here. Ain't he a charmer? Most NPCs will roll after like a 2-hit sequence. That actually staggered him. I might have been able to use that to finish him off. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's see. I need to check over there. Definitely need to run past some dudes to get to that. Rather, it's easier to get there if I run past a bunch of dudes. That's also the direction of Ludenzalen. Right, I don't need to fight that anymore because it's already gone. Okay, the dogs aren't spawning anymore. Cool. Because the dogs, I do need to fight them every single time they spawn because I can never ever outrun them. Okay, these guys we're just going to run past. Alright, that guy chose to run at me instead of casting a spell. That's kind of nice. That other one almost hit me. That one did hit me. Need to go slower for a bit so my stamina comes back. Actually, wait, is this even the right way to go? I'm not sure. I feel like I've taken a wrong turn. Yeah, I definitely did. Sort of. It's not a horribly wrong turn, because I can just move my bonfire. Basically, though, I did all that work just to come back over here. Because the spot I'm thinking of is attached to the abandoned dwelling. It's not attached to the first bonfire. Yeah, the moment that dude manifests that big hammer, I know he's doing the dive swing. They just run straight into him. Basically the reason those dudes are so easy to deal with. Their attacks are telegraphed like a week in advance. They put themselves on your calendar. Oh, that's actually a really broad swing. Oh, he almost got me. You gonna stab me with that icicle? No, you back off. This is outside of your aggro range. Okay, so we need to head over this way. I think these guys on the floor, I don't remember how aggressive they are. I think they're like lightly, incidentally aggressive. Whew. This dude almost grab attacked me, like a jerk. No consideration. Okay, I believe this... Okay, this requires a key we don't have. And that I know that's the route to Ludenzahlen. I don't know where the key is. Absolutely don't remember. Okay, so... I could go back down the elevator and head over that way. And there's back down here, which leads to the other route that I already completed. What do you want? I'm missing a spot, and it's not a small spot either. I think I'm missing like a decent chunk. Okay, so I'm pretty sure like that spire over there and that spire over there are both completed. I got the one that was part of the inner wall. There's gotta be a spot somewhere where the path is forked. That I'm not super thinking about. Is there a... Oh, there's an item over there. I should probably get that. How do you get up on this little platform? Oh, I think you have to drop there from above. Or jump or something. Interesting. Okay, okay. Let me go check in. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'll still be at this, until I basically fall apart for the night. And we'll see what happens after that. How is it going?
Many of Aleum, but not one of the king's dutiful subject. But it was too long. The knights reborn. Many of Aleum, but not the king.
Okay.
The knights.
So I'm pretty sure all I have right now is the 3. I'm gonna double check that. No, I actually have 4. I can make attempts with that. I think it's... I can't remember if it's possible to get 5. I think there's like a 5th chair, so I think you can get 5. Ugh. This fight is tough. Like, absolutely tough. It's also one of the coolest fights to like Sunbro it up and help people out with. I think I might need to focus on the Pyromancer more actively. Pyromancer that we can work on. Okay, down to 3 of them. Pyromancer's almost gone. Tag me. Oh, I was about to say, don't reach here. Whew! Spicy. Don't get hit by fireballs. Ow. Thank you. Oh, come on. All right. Okay, so I actually have 1 extra knight, so I found them all. There's like almost no way I'll beat this guy on the first try, even with the spare knight. Also because, like, all of my Estus is already gone. And if I remember correctly, this dude is some serious business, sort of. That's right, that's right. He steps back and then does a big thing. Alright, he does a buff. When he's got this buff, his attack range becomes a complete mystery to me. Okay, okay. So, I need to get more aggression done in the 3rd phase. Ideally while I still have my extra buddy up. But that went pretty good for a first attempt. We got through the whole 1st phase thing. And now that I, know that I can do the fight, it's on the table. I can keep making attempts at this. And once this is done, I'll be going after the Ancient Dragon. And then Vendrick. Now, I think I've got 3 giant souls. I'll get a 4th giant soul from the ancient dragon. I think I've misplaced a giant soul somewhere, so I might consult the list of that. Because Vendrick is a pain in the neck unless you have every giant soul that is available to you. In which case, he is marginally less of a pain in the neck, but still pretty much a pain in the neck. Okay. All right. So none of them actually spawned up as pyromancers this time. Okay, it's pretty funny that they were all grouped up, and that turned out to be on my undoing, as all of them focused on me, which is kind of expected. The first half of this fight, I'd say, is like fun and messy, and the actual boss part is just epic. The fact that the boss's range is yes does mean that you have to be on the ball for your dodges, but I do have the Simpleton's Ring, so there's not much more for it except to just do it. Just do it! I do love the scene in the moment when you step into the throne room and all of the knights draw their weapons. It's so good, man. And like plummeting into the old chaos with that like long distant fall the same way you go into the abyss. Also the background here is freaking epic. Yeah, this fight is this fight in this set piece is the capstone of Dark Souls 2 in many ways. Ow. Yeah, fire snake's really hard to avoid. It's just a thing. We've got a lot of them at the moment. Very dangerous. Very touch and go. It's not a set number of these guys that spawn. They just spawn on a timer, and they keep spawning until you until the spawns get disabled by your bros. Your bros disable spawns basically when you clock into the necessary kills. My dodge was too early on that and got kind of stumbled. So ideally, I just need to up my kill rate on a lot of these guys because they're just sticking around too long, and they're kind of clumping up. So having the 4th knight is like an advantage in terms of the numbers because the knights are fighting with you for the entirety of this combat. It's what's it called? It's like an error cushion because it's possible for one of these knights to be killed in the opening segment. And then beyond that, it can be help on the boss. There is so much time to buff when the boss comes out that if you don't buff, you're being silly-billy. I think we might want to rush the guy on the left because he's closer in. Yeah, when you get ahead of the curve, your guys get to gang up more. Which really contributes to staying ahead. Thought that might kill me, but these guys don't actually do too much damage, like, per hit. This is definitely a fight that I want... Oh, no. That'll kill me. That'll kill me. I thought he was going to be tar-pitted down. I am very surprised that only one of those doors was sealed. I think you seal one door per wave, not... yeah, it's not per kill, it's per wave they seal one door. You need to, like, crunch these guys down. A lot of them. The first wave was super clean, but the fire snake guy was getting me in the second wave. Pretty nasty. Yeah, if I can get this and Vendrick, that is the requirement for, like, the all crowns run, which is what I accomplished in the SL1 run previously. So that would be matching what I've done before. Oh, come on, don't get in my way. I need to get on this guy. Alright, I'm not going to make it there in time. Okay, first target was pretty clean. Move closer so he can swing. Come on. Yeah, the fire snake attack is the roughest thing that these guys do. Like, just to make sure this part feels like a brawl, I'm pretty sure these guys are backstab immune. I mean, I tried a couple of times the first run through. It just didn't happen. I'm not certain if Aromatic Ooze is the most effective against these guys. It's something I could check on, but whatever. Actually get burned there. I didn't know. It's very sensible that you can. Aww. I had my eyes in the wrong spot. I wanted to go for the Firecaster. I swear the Pyromancers are what make this so hard. I do think it's kind of cool that the ones you're working with are arcane casters, and these ones are and the ones that are corrupted by the chaos have become pyromancers. The implications and meanings of the Chaos Flame is something I should learn more about at some point. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Alright, we don't have a whole lot more time, I think, to be making attempts at this. This is about 2 hours of play. It's probably about what we had. Oh man, that guy just poised through so much. I don't have a good understand, like, because I've gotten that guy to stagger for less. I think it's just attack animation poise. Like, he's not going to get staggered out of an animation very easily. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use another effigy. Let's see, in terms of our effigy use, it doesn't matter much for the Ancient Dragon, because everything the Ancient Dragon does instantly kills. It doesn't matter much for Vendrick, because everything Vendrick does instantly kills. So the only thing we really need to hold on to the effigies for at this point is Dark Lurker, since we need to use an effigy to qualify to fight him. Oh, you're not dead. Totally thought that goon was dead. Whew! Hot. I dodged into that. Please leave me alone. Got him. About to say, like, thank goodness these guys are getting staggered out of so many attacks. Combustion comes with poise. That is their only, that is the only, like, poised attack those guys have. But, I mean, it's their close range attack, that only makes sense. Like, what can you say about that? Of course that's how it works. Why the heck would it work any other way? It's the melee attack. Like, come on. You just gotta deal. It's funny, there are people who are trying to win Dark Souls 1 strictly only pyromancy runs. But you need to get past Quillag to do it. You need to get past Quillag to beat the game, and she is completely immune to fire. There are pyromancy spells that deal non-fire damage. They just appear later in the game. basically a whole thing of people trying to find a way to access those spells at the right time and not require a Quillag to be dead before that point. That'll kill me. Like I got tapped by something else random, and it completely like ruined my mojo between all those attacks. I'd gotten through 2 waves. I'm having some real difficulty. I think the key here is probably about getting in more aggression and fighting more in the thick of it. After the first run, I think I've flipped to being a little more evasive, and I think that's been to my detriment. Also, I think I can apply buff before I go through the mist. Also, I don't need this. Oh, you can't actually manipulate your gear while you're falling. One down. Ah, dang it. Part of the trick of the fight is that the Loist Knights will totally let you down sometimes. The Melted Knights will loosely prioritize the player character over the Loist Knights most of the time. So sometimes you'll have circumstances where you think a guy is tangling with like a pair of Loist Knights, but he just kind of slips past them and goes after you because you're the one he cares about. It's nice to feel wanted, but this is ridiculous. It's also noteworthy since, and I'm going to do it after this attempt, since there's a lot of survivable hits in this fight, I could try to finish upgrading some armor. I think, yeah, I don't have any Titanite chunks, and I think some of my armor requires Titanite chunks right now to continue upgrading. It does deserve to be said, this is also a fight where it's incredibly fun to just be like a big AoE caster, like blowing everything up. It's a really fun fight to just blow everything up. Okay, yeah, so in terms of my gear, got +7, +7, +7. So it's all in the +7 bracket, unless I wanted to change for like the crown. Because the crown, I think, is nothing right now, and I'm pretty sure it improves with Twinkling Titanite instead. I don't really want to give up the extra vitality. That I'm getting from Kale's help. I'll have to eventually, because I'll want to, you know, not hollow, and that requires that you're wearing one of the crowns. But if I don't have Titanite chunks, it doesn't matter. That's right, I spent my Titanite chunks on an experiment to see if I could get one of the other hammers to be worthwhile, and the answer is pretty much no. You're not going to beat out the battle axe. It's like 280 base damage at this level for 15 strength requirement. This thing with a 20 strength requirement does 30 less damage. And that is maxed out, even though it says +5. This is also maxed out. Does 290. Actually, like, it's 290 plus 70, whereas this is 280 plus 80. So they're actually the same. They're just the same weapon. I'm gonna try the Blacksmith's hammer. Maybe these guys take more damage from blunt. I don't know. There's a lot of things in this game like that. A lot of things in this game do not like getting whacked with hammers. Okay, they're not always spawning from left to right. It's kind of random. I did not even trust that guy to finish off that Charred Knight. Do you have low health, please? Yeah, sorta. Oh my god. Just getting absolutely mugged in a corner. Yeah, I think there's not any kind of distinct advantage using the Blacksmith hammer. I mean, it didn't seem to take fewer hits. It's not going to take fewer hits. And the attack patterns of the battle axe I think are quite nice. I like having the horizontal chop for these packs of guys. And the fact that the battle axe lets you do horizontal or vertical based on light or strong is pretty good for like clearing out those dense hallways. Yeah, so they're spawning up in random order, so sometimes going on the left is actually going to be like not the best way to deal with the room, which is a bummer. Funnily enough, I feel like I'm only losing progress with successive attempts. Okay, now I'm remembering to play the numbers game of it. Like, track which of them have low health. Commit to finish those ones. Commit to finish those targets off. I was just dodging poorly. I was pretty close. I think when you're down to the last gate, the spawns do turn out to be pretty slow once you're down to that last gate. It's kind of trying to taper the whole thing off. I don't want to go too ham on my effigies before I've beaten Dark Lurker. And Dark Lurker is really hard. I may have to watch like a video guide of how to best fight Dark Lurker, just like the method of it. Because from like a strategy perspective, I have no idea. I'm gonna try a few more fights without buffing. Went a little too ham on that one. I went too heavy on the pepper. I was also hoping the Lois Knights might commit to a guy, but they never like to. They're afraid of commitment. All right, let's see. Doing this unbuffed for a bit. I definitely need to make sure I'm using more heavy attacks, because it staggers them more, well, just more in general, but I think more reliably is the word I was thinking of saying. It is very difficult for me to commit when there's like two of them doing the attack patterns they're doing. Try to keep them all on screen at the same time. Oh man. I was kind of looking at that fire snake thinking, if that fire snake comes up on me, I'm just dead. There's nothing for it. Okay, that hammer attack hitting me was just a real pain in the neck. But they just kind of like grouped and staggered up in a way that I couldn't really commit to, which is maybe on me. Like maybe I could have actually commit to it if I did it better. I don't know. It's just a messy, difficult sequence. But it is cool. It is wicked cool. But yeah, it does look like I pretty much want to go light, heavy, heavy most of the time in terms of my attack sequence on these guys. And the light won't always get the stagger, but if they're in neutral stance, it will. Come on. It's really tough when they decide to backstep. That fire guy is going to do something troublesome. This is the troublesome bit. I kind of have to wait for the Lois Knights to help me out. Yep, because I don't have like real openings against that many guys. It's just not a thing. I might have been able to commit harder to my initial opening on that particular target. If I went for a full sequence there, then he may not have been able to hit me with the sword. I would have taken the hit from the other knight, but that alone would not have killed me. I might have died shortly afterwards. Okay. We had an initial spawn with no Pyromancer. Ow. I got hit by the backswing of an attack. Oh, man. I missed that interrupt hit on that guy. He would have been finished off, and I wouldn't have to worry about him. And like, the trouble is, I think I go for that hit every time. I just couldn't see that he had a hitbox out. Basically all these guys are wielding, I mean, they're polearm-sized weapons regardless of what they actually are. So they have these pretty wide swings. about the right staging out of enemies. This is going pretty well. Guys, hurry up and offer yourselves to seal off that door before another thing spawns. Because I swear, if we're fighting the boss and another guy shows up, it's your fault. Oh my god. The ally AI is like totally bugged. Okay, I got the interloper. Ah, okay. Alright, at least I died by missing a dodge and not, like, having to deal with a random other guy. Okay, that was a decent attempt. I think that'll probably be the last attempt for tonight. Almost got completely screwed on that boss. Honestly, if I didn't have to deal with that extra goon on the boss fight, getting that extra damage on the boss would have put me a lot closer to victory. I didn't quite have it that run. The trick about this boss is that he's difficult to practice, because you have to get through a whole lot of other junk to actually fight the boss. The boss himself doesn't have a whole lot going on. He has a few different attacks, but mostly they use about the same kind of timing. So once you get the general rhythm, you can get through it, and he's got way less health than the other bosses kind of at his level. Notably less health than the Fume Knight, for instance. He's probably about comparable to Sin. Sin actually goes down without too much trouble. Alright, it is pretty late. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Jupiter Exile. I am going to see about flinging you guys at another streamer for a bit, and if you keep watching, that benefits my stats. So, you know, if you're in the mood. I'm going to send you over to Jorbs if I can, and if you're looking to go to sleep, he's an excellent guy to watch because he's very soothing in kind of his manner of speech. He's a very soft-spoken dude. How do I send a raid? I think I need to go to the stream manager. Where is that? Is that under the channel? Creator dashboard? Here we go. Raid channel. Yeah, he's doing some Slay the Spire right now. So, good night. Until next we wander.